Right, no warning, no idea what I'm doing, who cares, you know, in this week of all weeks where we pay our respects to the no longer living legend. He's one step closer to heaven, he's reaching for those stars up in the sky. Paul Cattermole, R.I.P. S Club Heaven. But enough of that, eh? Small horse action, riding upon the tidal wave of goals in Champ Manager 0102. Here we go. Welcome, Tato. Welcome. Rox has just given me some last minute team instructions. Jimenez for Klim, and then Camps on the bench. There we go. First up is not going to be that one. Tato is here. Eb says he's be on later, so we'll try that one later. Dimble, that one, really, that one. Stay against Sparta. He's not picked a team. We're going to have to pick someone. Hey, Dimble, welcome. Noopy, welcome. Who have you got, Noopy? You are against Fifey, and we've not had a bloody team in for him. Dan, welcome. I tell you what, in that case then, Dimble versus Dan. Everyone's on YouTube, so nobody has that Twitch special, extra special, fasty, speediness. Oh dear me. Fuck it, that's been a long day. Any changes for the Hurricanes? I'm just going to double check that team, because I'm surprised Romeo's not in it. Deal agreed. Have I done that deal? No. Okay, right. Swanee! Welcome, mate. Long time no see. Boss, look at that, I like it. Grumman for Dilberis. Action approached the by X. Dear me. There we go. We're doing deals live as well. Low fit, yeah, lots of low fitness, mate. And him in 11. Sergio. Yeah, here we go. We've got the team. Sure, this is the team I've got. Yes. Sergio in for Mendes de Silva. Otherwise, as it was. Lovely. There we go. You happy with those 88s and 86s, etc. Dims as well? On into Resis. Yeah, that one's done. I think everything else is done. Ah, yeah, 75% makes sense. Not been playing for a while. Full fitness still, aren't you? Surprise. But we will go to the Swan Fields, the Swan Horse, the dual. What do they call it when you used to play? Rugby League and Rugby Union, dual I can't think of the fucking word. That's annoying. Did anybody try on Twitch? Did they manage to get through? Dual code. That's the fucking one. That was going to annoy me all fucking night. I can always rely on you, of course. Lovely stuff. Let's see. Does Twitch work? Twitch works. Lovely. Dual code. The dual code managers and assistant managers that are Mega Horse and the Swan. Lovely. Hey, welcome, mate. The Haymaker himself. How's your Ancelotti saves going? I have not sat still for more than 5 seconds for the last week. So I saw the first season went well with Milan, I'm going to say. No, Chelsea. I saw your Chelsea one, where Anelka was shit. I remember that one. Because I thought, it's just like watching the small horse. Lovely. Yeah, a few personnel changes, but otherwise, Cardinal Synth rides again. The Swan upon the horse's back. Lovely. Arellano, you gave me a fucking number and I've still not done. I'm sure it's 26, I want to say. 26. Look at that. Almost seems as if I know what I'm doing. I've not seen Dimble confirm everything was okay, other than a couple on low fitness. So I will hope for the best. Click through and I will apologise to him afterwards if needs be. Done. Had a session over the weekend. Oh, you completely finished it? Fantastic. Oh, perfect time as well. Done. Lovely. So you finished all 4 teams? PSG, Milan, Chelsea, and who's up at the first goal? And a red card for the keeper. Shit. It's very much a case of good news and bad news for Dimble. See, I keep saying candle holder. Good, I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's like seeing shapes in clouds. Evening Rocks. Your last minute change was tweet just before the stream. Balashov off. Centralised Kovalchuk. Makes sense. Michelin man formation. And presumably Richard Wright then for Balashov. Yes, Wolfie. Well, I mean, there is another team in Australia. 2 other teams in Australia, realistically. You know, we could go full... yes, lovely. We could go full Super League and get the Australian team managed by Wolfie. Happily so. But none of these players are set to Australian. So it would be very different. Hey, evening Steve. Done. There's no point. Wolf. That was the other option. And of course, Ibrahim Said scores a penalty a minute after first goal and the first red card. Yeah, the Ken Moncow team. That was the other option. Not that they'll have any games. And a second goal for the team, a man down. Evening Ebbs. I think that's almost all the managers in tonight. Maxi on the stroke of half time. Boring Super League as ever. Just the 9 shots on target for the first half. Normal men, just normal innocent men. Steve, welcome again. Lovely. We'll go to Dan first, as he will need conditions and all sorts of shenanigans. Although everybody looks okay condition-wise. Couple of yellow cards, no changes, dims, no worries. We've already been forced into one change, so that's understandable. Still creating plenty, considering. Go to 60, easy peasy. And a third Kutuzov in the goals tonight. And in all honesty, the 10 men look more likely to score than the 11. Kennedy not having a good game up front. Does make me laugh that, and not being salty again, but I did see, can we see Maxi please? Of course. With his 20 dribbling and 3 for finishing, just what you want in a forward. Go back. Nothing too drastic in terms of condition. Kennedy off for Walder Harris. No problem. Still creating plenty, so yeah, that's not a surprise. And we'll have a look. Maximum out of him. I like it. Have a look at conditions there. Oh, Solari looks a bit tired, a bit leggy. Otherwise, okay. But yeah, 3-2 here. It's just a normal game, a normal innocent game for the small horse. But I think if I remember correctly, there was a 3-2 slobber knocker the last time I commentated on the Super League, and that was, you know, game of the season contender if I remember. Can't remember who was playing. This is the place for goals. Gerrard for Solari and swap with Kovalchuk. No problem. And done. Easy peasy. Like it. Will there be any further twists and turns? Lots and lots of action so far. It looked like the Hurricanes are going to pull further ahead there. The last couple of moments. And again, it still looked like the Hurricanes were on top there. Yeah, no further action from Sandfields in the final half an hour. Hurricanes, good value for the win, even away from home and down to 10 men in the first 20 minutes. Very, very good performance from Dimble and the Hurricanes. And that will very much bring them in the mixer in terms of playoffs. There is a breeze a-coming, like it. Yeah, it's a bit of a kick in the gonads for the Swan and Horse connection. That could be worse. You could, for instance, be the Unicorns. Right, who have we got here still? Tell you what, Stu is unlikely to appear, Steve, so we'll get you up next. Serkayev, the Azerbaijani the Aziri. Comes in, gets the number 1 shirt straight away. And no changes from the rot stopping victory last time out for the Spartans. What was first versus second early in this season, as well as the tail end of last season. That's the second goalkeeper red card in 2 games. Oh, you bastard. Well, there's only one thing for it. You're going to have to drag one of the strikers off. Saved by Magnus Hedman. Wow. That's one way of jumping straight on. And a comeback goal. The away teams, both so far, down to 10 men, both losing their keeper within 20 minutes, and both taking the lead. And good value for it. Interesting. Dudley Hill all at 6s and 7s, as a former Swemp chairman would say. Only one here, Steve. Go for it. Not the best debut so far. I think he's played 1 game already, but yeah, both the 2 new wingers, not really pulling up any trees so far. Struggling to run up that hill. Look at condition as well. Everybody doing absolutely fine. Shitkov for Walker. Mercedes in. OBS Studio reconnection successful. So hopefully we're all back and everybody can tell me that. He's saying for Martin. I shall wait until somebody confirms that we are all back up and running. After OBS has just turned itself off. Okay, excellent. Seems okay now. Lovely. Yeah, OBS Studio cut itself out, so presumably that's the issue there. And then it was that last one there. Yeah. Not a surprise. There we go. Back on Twitch as well. Lovely. Well, you didn't expect a nice, simple stream, did you? What do you expect at 5 seconds notice? There we go. I don't think there's any changes needed for Sparta unless we've got anybody knackered. No. Cabello and Bang Bang maybe at 60 minutes, but we shall see how we go. Is that going to be? No. Yep, it was OBS. Pulled a connection shenanigans there. Rocks. It looks like most people back. Anyone I've not seen back so far is Horse and Swanee. But as they've already lost for the night, of course, probably commiserating with one another. Planning the demise of the East Coast Cosmos and the Hispaniola Hurricanes. Welcome back, Horseman. Any further changes, Steve? Only really one hope left in terms of changes. And I would suggest that is not Bob Hope or No Hope. Addo up to DMC. Arrows on Petrov and Sorid MC. Jax and Carboni up top. Long arrows on wingers. And presumably centralised Panucci. Wasn't mentioned, but I'm going to make that assumption. And as always, mate, Aaron Walker 2 please, no problem. All the way up, or a little one. Panucci central, yep, lovely. Let's just confirm the size of Justin Walker's arrow. If there's anything else. Big one, fuck it. Love that Dudley Hill YOLO action. Weird Walker arrow side. That's not too bad in fairness, is it? Realistically, a little arrow on Walker. I reckon that might do okay. We'll see. Let me know you're happy with that, Steve, and we shall crack on. Click that one through while we have a look. Oh, good, mate. Lovely. Let's see if there's anything that's going to be done. The send. Let's do Benucci for Cabello. In fact, Benucci for Bam Bang. Cabello for Backer. While they're tired. And we'll crack straight through. Crack straight through. Nothing further created since half time for Dudley Hill. We'd hope to see something different with all that attacking. Doesn't look like it at all. Completely untroubled in that second half. And Super League score against former Super League champions Dudley Hill. And that's got to be the first time that Dudley Hill have failed to score all season. No, it's not. It's the second time in 2 games, and the third time. Realistically, of the top 4 teams, you've now not scored against all of them. So in that top 4, Dudley Hill, worryingly, have not scored against Tato, Troy, or Sparta. Super League Steve is having a super stinker against the top teams. Very, very good run now that Sparta are back in the game, back in business. Right, it's Fifey's team has come over, so we will do that one live. We'll pick that team live. I'll sit with him. He's miserable. He's miserable as well. Couple of tweaks to the personnel. New man Jorge Samuel Caballero, or Jorge to his friends, that looks absolutely disgusting on paper. Look at those. Jumping, heading, marking, tackling, strength, stamina. Everything you want in a centre back that I've never seen before. Looks very promising. I'd be very interested to see how he gets on. Very good signing as far as I'm concerned. Welcome to the small horse, Jorge. Number 50. Udinese. Yes. Right, back to game week 1 tactics for Swindon Devils. Not that I can remember what the fucking tactic for game week 1 was. Obviously didn't do particularly well. Right, so that was 2, 3, 1. Right, okay. No. Fucking hell, 5 feet. The fact that you have a different tactic every fucking week doesn't really help when you just tell me to pick game week 1. Well, that would... Actually, that's easy enough, because it does say game week 1 in the title. Okay, and he has said to pick highest average rating in each position. So, sort by average rating. Well, that one's easy enough. Brick. Midfield, left-sided. And right-sided. And defensive midfielder. Plays in there, doesn't he? Yeah, there we go. Right, and attacking midfield is going to be... Happy to do that. Right, can you play attacking midfield? He can indeed. So we'll go Muff, Miller. Right, Muff, Bellamy, Miller. Muff's just left. Right. Then Bellamy, Muff, Miller, there we go, and then JJ Culture. Surprisingly, Tonino up front, and Invincible. There we go. Straight in. Campy is a solid wing back, not wrong. I certainly would expect him to be better at wing back than Bonera. It looks like all those changes have not really done a lot for the Devils so far, as it is the resurgent Ban River with the full 36 double Ds and look to be, Julio Cesar aside, the better team. Yeah, let's have a look. Noopy. Any changes required? All good on condition front. Only really okay to 60. You preferred Bonera, right? You're not right. Caballero looks to be doing okay so far on his debut. Okay to 60. Complete role reversal from the last time out, where the Northern Irish lads seem to be the ones letting you down. So condition-wise, everybody seems okay. So why make any changes? Roll till 60. That looked like a decent opportunity for the Devils. attacking midfielders not doing anything at all so far. So I reckon what we do is Miller or Muff for. Let's get rid of the Muff, and then everybody else is fine. Leave them be. Condition all looks okay again for the Bras. And yeah, Kaluzhny and 2 of you 3 Northern Irishmen letting you down. Not sure who I would expect to see here. Maybe Forlan. Drop Mido back for Elliott. There we go, Forlan for Elliott. 2 up front, centralise the AMs. Forlan to the right, Mido to the left. Centralise the AMCs, and we'll go with double arrows, presumably. Let me know if you don't want any arrows on them AMCs. And also let me know if you want those AMCs swapped over as well. Arrows, yeah. Doesn't work the 2-3-1-3-1 wide. 2-3-1. You go like that, cool, no problem at all. We will see if the stalemate can be broken. Can Julio Cesar be beaten in goal? It's not looking likely so far. Can Tonino stick one through? Oh, and a goal disallowed for Volodenkov. It can't be. There's not another 0-0 draw in the small horse. Jesus Christ, I'm going to have to put another fucking apology out, Noopy. Side up position is a myth, I like it. Julio Cesar, I don't know how he's come down from a 9 to an 8. Ridiculous. See why that goal was disallowed, presumably for an offside. Let's have a look. He made some space for himself, and somehow Parmodu Carr had strayed into an offside position. Not really sure how he'd managed that. Unlucky. Certainly deserved more than a point there, Noopy. Right. Yeah. Actually, I don't think he was man of the match. He dropped down to an 8 in the end. Ebbs I've seen, and Tato is here now as well. Rox, you still here? We'll play this one out. Well, Ebbs and Tato are here. Oh, prick. Did it go again? Yes. So now we'll swap it around for Grumland. There we go. Gone again. Right, okay, so who's going for again? Can't remember. I'm here. It cut out again. Right, okay. Gotcha. Dilberus is going for Tommy Grunland, mate. Tommy Grunland. There you go. You get Grunland. Did he play for you in the past? Lovely. Hang on. Oh, it must have been in a previous iteration. Lovely. Tato has made some changes this week. There we go. Nicky Franco's moved back to account for Jamili. Otherwise, yeah. And Ross Johnson is in for Red as well. Big delay. There tends to be a big delay on Twitch. So I'm not really sure why. But let me know, Ebbs, if you want any changes. Although I'm not really sure why you would make any changes from the last couple of games you've had. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games unbeaten, 7 games unbeaten, 2, 4, 6, 7, yeah, 7 games unbeaten. Yeah, and before that, span of, well, apart from the first game of the season, you hadn't won one for 5 games in there. So, might need to nick Ebbs' tactic back. I like that it's now Ebbs' tactic. There wasn't a delay before the crashes will stick. Lovely. Makes absolute perfect sense to stick, I'll be honest. So the informed side against top of the league. This should be a very good game. Probably should have saved it to last, in fairness. And the new man for minimal interest breaks the deadlock. The first goal in 102 minutes. And a second for him as well. What a signing he's been already. And well deserved. 2 of the 3 shots going in. As it was till 60, already for Tato, completely understandable. I expect to see Kevin Kyle, if Roberto Souza is still on a 6, in 15 minutes' time. Chamelia, what a superstar. I'll give you that one right there, Nuki. What a pun that is. Lovely. And Ebbs on the delay. That second goal's probably just about gone in by now. And Dunwell has not lived up to his name at all. Brozek for, yeah, that's a good shout for Dunwell. Go direct. Lovely. Any more for any more, Ebbs, mate? Otherwise, looking fairly solid. Be a little worried about Dida letting 2 of his 3 shots on target go past him. Otherwise, I don't think there's much else to tinker with at this stage of the game. And done. Lovely. Any further action before that 60-minute mark? No. Kyle on for Souza at 60. Yeah, that was absolutely nailed on. And Estevez for Ticiani Babangida. Good to see him. I imagine that will be that for Tato. Stats wise, still everything on target for the home side. Dida looking far more confident in front of the sticks now. Hakan Mill do it well. Fucking hell. Now for me, let it play out. And roll. Will we see an Ebbs-tastic comeback? Or will this game ebb out with a 2-0 victory? To the champions-elect, and a comeback goal with a few minutes to play, and now in the ascendancy, just couldn't quite come back into it. But in that last half hour, definitely the better side. But only one shot on target. You do not score if you don't get shots on target. Hakan Mild with a 10 out of 10 performance. There you go, Tato. There's your stats that you always like to see. David Priest, still shit. There you go. And if Rox is quick, says hello again, we'll get his game on next. Excellent, there you go, mate. We showed your team at the start. Only personnel changes so that camps could come in. You can say that as a plus, yeah. Every shot on target went in, Ebbs. Exactly. There you go. And no changes for Real E. Actually, no, there is changes for Real E because they didn't play last time out. In fact, oh, no, there isn't any changes for Real E. Or is there? I know they didn't play last time out. Did they send me any changes? Because it was a little while ago. Gucci and goal. Yeah, so in that case then, same as it was. Lovely. There we go. And was there any further outs? No, I haven't done my little bids on the players yet. Hang on. While I remember. Not a chance in hell he comes, because he's miserable and he wants to piss off home. And let's get my boy Sasa back as well. Yeah, doesn't want to come, little prick. And he's a nom as well. So much effort. So many transfers. Right, and we'll crack on into this game. Will Rox continue his upward momentum? I've got a feeling really I've been doing pretty shit of late, and that is a worrying first half injury. And when you've got the strike force that Castor Troy have, you'd definitely rather have Isaac Okoronkwo at the back than Steve Howie. And it didn't take long for the South Americans to start scoring. 10th of the season for D'Alessandro. Savarin on the act as well now. Oof. I think that's the answer to your question, Loopy. That is what can go wrong. Stick, and we will have to do the same for really as the usual 60-minute substitution. Ooh, a really goal on 58 minutes. 59 minutes, we'll let it go. And Castor Troy with a fourth. Very much sees it out now. Both strikers are shit, so both strikers will come off and nothing will change. Probably looking at resting players now for Troy. Camps for Mads. Understandable. His belated debut for Castor Troy. Schmuck for Santos. Casas for Guede. And away we go. Let's finish this off. Worried that there wouldn't be a 5-goal thriller tonight with legends not playing. Never, ever lets me down. That's the second 5-goal thriller of the night. And 2 goals disallowed. Good value for the win. Really just not good enough in front of goal, unfortunately. Routine victory, look at them. 7s, 8s and 9s across the board. Cannot complain if you're Castor Troy. Not enough, obviously, to see them to the top of the table. Minimal interest still. 2 games in hand, top of the tree. But that does, as it stands, mean that this last game is a complete damn squib. And it looks like Asner is not going to be here for the game. So, no... Well, in fact, did I make one change for him? No, I didn't make any changes for him. Because this is his normal team. So, see how my 2 up front does against his 2. I didn't show my formation, but I can do now. That does not make any difference. I have made a slight tweak. Denigris looks too good and has done too well. Oh, no, he's been shit. Why did I bring him in? Just because he looked good? Oh, that's fucking... I make the worst decisions. With Chewie in behind. Oh, we're going to get fucking beat here as well. King of the tactics as well, Asna. And yeah, it does look a bit mad. And it was working at first. Doesn't seem to be any longer. And another injury. Absolute filth that is my funky unicorns. Q4 go out there. Neville's going to struggle out there as well, isn't he? Fucking hell. What about if we do this, 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 and then that? It's probably the closest we're going to get to making sense. Two injuries to Shamrock, 6 shots on target to 0, and I'm not winning. This is going to be fucking painful if I don't win this. Right. Does that make sense? No. No, it doesn't. So let's stick with the process until 60 minutes. Let's see if I can do something to get the ball in the back of the fucking net. Finally! The now inevitably unhappy, it was only a matter of time, Nicholas Anelka scores his 9th goal of the season, and just about keeps his place in the team. We're going to go back to one up front. We're going to go... why were we going direct? I must have not changed that from the previous one. Well, that's annoying. I wonder who wasn't fucking winning. That's annoying. Okay. Anelka for Hussein. Fuck right off. Seven shots on target. Finally one goes in. Martin Eriksson with his second for the Unicorns. This is finally looking a bit more routine. The worry there is that I fucked my tactics up, but we still looked okay. But only 20% of the shots going in with those stats is a little worrying. And the Negris not scoring as well. But a win's a win. And we are in the top 10, just about. With that game in hand, still looks shit. So, what time are we at? Ah, it's only 10 o'clock. Fuck it, we go again. Let's drop Crouch back down. Bring Nicky Weaver up. Fuck, that's not ideal. See if that makes any fucking difference. Okay. Chewie is ecstatic at the turn of fortune. Okie dokie. Well, I'll tell you what. We haven't won in 7 matches. Fucking hell, we're shit. Let's have a look. Huge wait till the next game. 4 days, mate. Then 3 days, then 4 days, then 3 days. You're chatting shit, mate. And Steve, you are playing. Oh, fuck's sake, you're paying me as well. No problems. I'll tell you what, we'll click through to... Ooh. Go. Harris Simovic for a 4 key. Master Square have a new striker in. Right. Oh, fuck. See if that shuts him up. Yeah, no worries, mate. I will have a look. Oh, Jesus, wet. Dimble, you dirty bastards. Couple of players to come back in. Quick at your reverse strike. Yeah, no problem at all, mate. looks like I'm playing Spot. Lots of deals going through all over the shop. Ha! 10.5 million, behave. Through to Sunday. It's got Wednesday games, I think. So, okay, another one in for the Unicorns. Because you agreed a deal, Tato. Did we work out who is going from Dudley Hill to Bra? Sounds like it was Rusev for someone. Okay, that's not too bad. No, we didn't. No, you forgot. Okay, let's have a look at Dudley Hill squad. See if you can work out who it may have been. That'd have been a good signing. Can't see any Northern Irishmen. Dean Richards. Gotcha. Richards for Rusev, who is, of course, one of the only players in that entire fucking list who isn't there. Right, there we go. Dean Richards just arrived like 5 games ago. Love it. Okay, and we'll continue through. Will Dean Richards finally find his forever team? Monday. We're nearly there. We will indeed, Rocks, mate. If I forever finally ever get... Ooh, there you go. You still want Leandro Romagnoli? Nah, not asked, no problem. No, both Sandfields and Castor Troy are both playing. Who is not? who's in second. Yeah, second. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Yeah, seventh. Whoever is in seventh. Van River, who of course are desperate for a double game week, have not got a game. You have got some new players at the very least. Yes, my main target, Sam Dalabona, might finally be coming. Hey, there we go. Another new player potentially through the door. Has Campbell not sacked me from Troy yet? Have you been sacked, Rox, from the other league? Dean Richards is in. Haven't I got 6,000 out of leagues? No, I have had Z Roberto and I can't remember who else I had. I shall have a look in a second. I have had Z Roberto and Denegris. There we go. Let's have a look. He is still... Oh, looks quite good in fairness. Add him to your shortlist, mate. See if he wants to come. Words were exchanged. Attacker does fancy it. There we go. So does George Boateng. Get him in, please. Yeah, no problem. When is Zizi coming in? I don't know that he will. I'll have a look. See if he fancies it yet. Get Boateng too. Fuck him. You've already had 2 out of league signings, mate. So you will only be allowed 1 more of these. John Attacker looks like it could be the one. There's your answer. Get him in. He's coming. He's coming. Look at all them miserable prigs. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely getting cancelled by the board, that one. Not a chance in hell that stays. He might have been banned, but then so was Nikiforenko, and I think Sigalko is probably the only one that was. He won't move, mate. Kaka. Plus, I actually want to keep him for next season. Ooh, probably give him another contract, shall we? Demanding barely any money at all. Double his money. David Collins. I mean, you already got that. Nicky Franco and Collins at AMC is exactly not what's... Yeah, you're already winning, you prick. Here we go. Right, we're on to Wednesday now. Real E against Flamingos. Neither are here, so we can bash through that one last. Right, Tato is up against Sandfield, so we can do that one fairly late. Shamrock Devils also not here. Dimble and Troy, they're going to have the most work to do in terms of the goalkeepers, etc. So we'll do, and Rox wants to play next, so there we go, easy peasy. So while you're having a big think about the myriad changes you require and the 3 players you need to drop down to the reserves, yes, you can see your fucking reserve strikers, Tato, in a minute. Sorry, shouted because you weren't listening. I was listening. Another contract. Not a problem, Branko. You can have another contract. Also wants a new contract. Not a problem. I imagine this is a bit of an essay coming. I'll tell you what, while he's having a think, we'll come to you, Rox. There. Any changes? I mean, as you have won at the last 2 games, 5-1 and 6-1, 4-1 and 6-1, sorry, I think you're probably going to be okay. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. So we shall go back to Mr. Dimble. Dilly's in net. Battaglia for Lusenhoff. Yep. Binotto sub 4. Romeo striker. Davis sub 3. Okay, and just because my OCD will break me in 2, who am I sending down into reserves? Presumably Cerna, Harasimovic, and Mendes de Silva again, probably. I'll tell you what, that's not actually going to matter, is it? So we'll do that. Torres down, no worries, mate. Been and gone, but I'll swap that around afterwards in the save. Will we see any goals? We will indeed. Before the half-hour mark was what I was about to say. We will just about see. Sorry, Dimble, mate. Happy to swap that. Ooh, goal disallowed. Forecaster Troy, who are otherwise Johnny Chaos playing an absolute worldie, forming his own Splinter Super League. I tell you what, Rox, if you do that, I will get involved in that Splinter Super League, because that's the only way I'm ever getting anywhere near being back allowed in a Super League with the current chairman. Camps for Medi, no problems. He does look a bit suspect this game. Schmuck for Mendes. Moving to CM. Centralise it, obviously. Let me know if there's any more arrows, etc. rocks. Golden. Right. Sergio, who's having a shocker for Sean Davis. Any more for any more, mate. Battaglia, in fairness, is the DM who looks leggy, but he's playing well. That's it, lovely. We shall rock through to 60. Will there be any further goals before the hour mark? Will indeed. Back in the lineup, back in the goals. That is 13 goals in 13 games. Top of the scoring charts, I believe, after a couple of games out, being a little bit tired, was proved right to be rested. It's a big away win, 2 on the spin now, it looks like, for the Hurricanes. And that breeze is spinning and coming. It's on its way. Picking up a barn somewhere out in Kansas. Goalkeeper having a shocker. Schmucking Camps. Move Camps right off Klim. Andrea's back. A small arrow on him, and then presumably what you actually mean is that. And sub the keeper, that is not a surprise. He's having a fucking shocker. Golden. And you said no changes, so we will get another shot on target for the rest of the game at Castor Troy, and he's not looking like it could be the case as it stands. Oh no, there we go, double the shots on target. No further goals. With 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes added time, nothing doing. Congratulations to the Hurricanes. That breeze is coming. Right. Ebbs, I believe, is still here. So who do we have left? Me against Steve, so we'll leave that one till last if that's alright with you. Taking some time away from the league. So I've taken them back, that didn't take long, man. Tell you what, let's absolutely... We'll keep it on topic. We will breeze through these games. Looking like a cyclone hit you, tank top screaming rocks. I don't fit you. Love it. Poetic. I will absolutely stream through this one. One of your fave films, would that film be 2 0-0 draws in 2 games for the Devils? Fuck's sake. Where's this expansive attacking football, Fifey? You fucking wet lettuce. I was looking at that now, that last battle off to a T, I'm assuming it is 8 Mile, which is what I was expecting it to be. And again, we will fly through these 2 games. This game here, while Ebbs is having a think about any changes he wants to make. That's the first of the usual 5 goals a game for the Flamingos. And there's 4, and there's a 5 before half time, and a 6th, and a 7th before half time. Any guesses as to where this one ends up? 4-3, I think. Shows what I fucking know. "13 goals in this one. 14 goals. Boring, small horse." Just going to hold that there for one moment. Just going to sit and bask in that just for a minute. Wow. 31 shots on target out of 40 shots. Keepers not even looking that shit. Mason Javan scored 4 goals, didn't get man of the match. Nasera did, with his 6 assists. 6 assists! For fuck's sake! A small horse never ever lets you down. That is one of those games on CFAX where it says 8 and then in brackets written the word 8. 6 written in brackets. Dimble's got it. He's with me. As many assists as the away team scored goals. And you're not wrong, Tato. I reckon that might now be... In fact, let's see if I can get through. Player stats, assists. That one game alone would put him, if he wasn't already in joint second position, that would put him in second position in that one game alone. It now closes the gap to Rayad in one game. And he was twice as many ahead. Absolute silliness. Absolute silliness. Is Ebbs back yet? Have we found Ebbs? If not, I'm pretty sure he said he would... Oh no, he said he wanted to change formations. So I'll tell you what, while we're still waiting on Ebbs, we'll go to Tato, because you need to drop one of your players down. In fact, we'll just drop Pinardi down straight. Ooh. Right, as I've just accidentally minimised that, I shit myself because I thought I'd close the game down. I'm just going to save that quickly. We will drop down... We'll drop down Gromland, because let's be honest, he's not going to play. To the reses. We'll have a look at your strikers in the reses. Pinardi's crap. Okay, right, hang on. Let me drop Pinardi back down. And to be honest, you're going to bring up one of your strikers anyway. I can probably guess who that's going to be. I'm expecting Bierhoff, which means it's going to be Davidoff. Could be closer, I suppose. No, he didn't work good. And it is Davidoff. Never, ever fails to disappoint me. Never, ever fails. Right, we'll leave as is otherwise, and then multiple myriad changes for the Swan Horse connection. 2, 3 drop down. Minimum 3. And you want to see conditions as well. Everybody but McInnes. Good to go. If you are on comms, Noopy. Oh, of course you are. Easy, yeah. I was going to say, make sure you do your hair and makeup, because you will be on camera nowadays. I did forget that. And Fife asked me with 5 seconds notice. London for Bachelor Glue. No problem. And I need 3 names to drop down to the reses as well, mate, because my OCD is all over the shop. Right. Clausen. Yeah. One for the future. And Lauren. That'll be fine. No more changes. Lovely stuff. And a number for London as well, mate. Let's see if I can shoehorn a Fergie reference into this. Will the natural reincarnation of Fergie find that London Bridge does come on down? I'll debut on the small horse first, mate. That is the right answer. I do keep meaning to suggest if anybody else wants to come on co-coms at any point, please do so. It is an open offer to anybody who wants to at any time. I do rarely give any notice to streams, in fairness, so I don't ever expect anybody. Situation. Love that. Archie back with the first goal. And that stops there being. I just realised we went back to back 0-0 followed by 8-6. Fucking ridiculous. Well, I'll tell you what, Steve. I'm not working Friday night. That Friday, so you are booked in Thursday at 9 p.m. You are in, penciled in, back to back. I'd like to say that I meant that pun, but I did not. Let's have a look. Hey, Ebbs, you are well timed, mate. I've been holding off on your for another double. Yeah, potentially, yeah. Especially if I'm not. I say I'm not working. The reason I'm not working is because I'm looking after my kid, because we don't have any childcare that day. So I've just been running around after JJ. I expected you to have been there the whole time, but I was waiting for you to push wide man forward. Who wants to airline, please? No problem. I know you wanted to pick a squad. You want to pick a team this time, mate. Can I see my ratings? Yeah, of course. Diop for London. And then switch sides with Alfonso. Done. Lovely. There we go. Ross Johnson for Vrede so far has not worked, but otherwise looks fine. Only person I know who can be miles clear in the league, winning every fucking game, still has something to fucking moan about. Unbelievable. I'm not going to click on conditions because they're a fucking myth. All at 6s and 7s. Carl for Ficini, no problem. I'll get that one sorted for you. Potentially some further changes expected. For the Stallion of Sandfields. And while you do that, I will let Fifey know that his back-to-back 2-0 nils mean that he is officially barred from the small balls moving forwards. This feels like an essay now. While he's having a think. Oh, I knew that happened. Right, we wanted Kyle off for Ficini, and that was that. Right, Neville off for Walder Harris. Okay. Milevski to play out wide. Over midfield 4 and Harris to go up front. Harris to go on the right of the front 3. Presumably like so. Let me know about arrows if anything is changing there, mate. Hopefully that is what you meant, and that does make sense. Excelente. Lovely. Okay. We will run it through. Will there be more than one fucking shot on target? There will. 2 shots on target, 2 goals. A 3rd shot on target and a 3rd goal. A 4th shot on target, a 4th goal. This is painful viewing. He made 1 save in the 90th minute, finally, for Malenchuk. Oof. Painful viewing, as I said. Keeper's very much thrown one in there. Strikers haven't really done you a service either. Yeah. Fucking Tato, prick. Right then, Ebbs. Let's get you involved. And then my co-commentary partner for Thursday evening will be my nemesis for the night. after this one. So you said you wanted to tweak the tactics, Ebbs. Who do we want to steal from? Understandable. So we will steal. I can't remember what his tactic is, in fairness. What's he call that? What's your tactic called, Tato? Thinking the same, I like it. It is... I'll clock the name or see it. Don't think it's MI Small Horse. Maybe it is MI Small Horse. Yeah, there we go. MI Small Horse. And we will clear that. Right, pick who you think. I'll make changes if needed. Okie dokie. MI Small Horse, there we go. Right, so you go. There's your left centre back, there's your right centre back. So you've been playing. I'll tell you what, he was fantastic last game, so it'd be daft not to play Hakan Mild there. Left midfield has been Georgiadis, has played well there. Right midfield, Amoros. Have a good noopy, mate. Enjoy your glamping tomorrow. Where can we go? That. And then, after his absolute shocker last game, we want someone who's going to play lots of positions. I reckon that's your best shout. There we go. How does that look? That actually looks very strong. This is the small horse. Taha on the bench for Dunwell. Lovely. Yeah, it's been very poor last couple of games, unfortunately. 4 goals in 9, 2 assists. Less than a 7 average for a striker, you got to worry. There we go. And we made that one change in goal, didn't we? With the red card. Otherwise, we'll crack on. Oh, it's the bloody Kit Clash derby. The black and white of the Saudi Arabian dreams against the black and silver of the Pompey. Pile of shit. Yeah, I think that's going to be your best option, isn't it? 15 minutes in. But a lot of injuries. A couple of early games with goalkeepers being red carded this week. Yeah, lots of talking points. 8-6, ridiculous. 0-0 coming into half time. Unless that deadlock gets broken, doesn't look like it. Very, very good looking away. Home performance, apologies. Magnus Hedman coming in and having an absolute worldie after saving that penalty in the last game. Mild having another very good game, as is Lee Young Pyo. Only one not pulling his weight so far is JG. So we expect Sir Les at the 60-minute mark. Oof. Yeah, I've been having to play with some no player instruction tactics ready for the Invitational Championship thingy-majiggy. Where it's been the weirdest draft of all time so far. I just picked 2 extra players tonight because I hadn't picked a goalkeeper yet. Everyone else had made 14 picks, I'd only made 12. So I just picked a goalkeeper random, I think I went with Shay Given. Sticks it out, no problem. Let's see if we can get a goal. A third 0-0 of the night is completely unacceptable. I will let you know the details of the squad so far, Steve, but it is looking decent. We've got, in 14 rounds, we've got 1 goalkeeper in Shay Given, 2 defenders in Sami Hupia and Christoph Metzelder, and then we've got a defensive midfield 4. Everyone's assisting, mate. It is a team effort. You are my draft assistant, Tato. But for Tahan, no problem. And so Les for JG, no problem. Tato has been my draft consultant, Steve. Researching at the 0.68. Don't think I'd have signed a paedophile. Oh fuck, I forgot about him. Oh shit, he is as well. Oh, the amount of fucking Me Too. Fucking don't post that online, Tato. Dan players. Oh, Jesus wept. Fucking forgot all about him. Right, well he's not playing for us. So we need another fucking defender. I've pulled you up on them multiple times as well, Dan. And I fucking forgot all about him. Oh. Metzelder. He is full blown. He's not even Rolf Harris bad. He is Gary Glitter and Adam Johnson. He's real fucking bad. I'm going to see if I can get that on swap for Honcho. He wouldn't, Dimble. You're a bit old for him, I'm afraid. Right, last game of the night. Panucci lost faith in the manager's ability because he dropped down to 3rd. I have tight buttons. Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. I don't know why it is. Met's younger. Ugh. Met's the elder. Yeah. I'm in fact, I'm going to... While you have a look at your squads, Steve, I'm going to send a little message. I'm going to say... can I have Ebbs tactic? You did indeed, yeah. Stupid sexy dimple. We'll go back to your... Is it that one? No. It is... No, it's not that one. It is... Where's your... Oh, it's up the fucking hill, isn't it? Of course it is. Alright, send a quick message. And again, you can have a look at who you want to play, where, what I think. The proper shit one will do. There we go. I'd completely forgotten all about it. So I am genuinely sending a message now. Dave, quick one. Completely forgot about how terrible in real life Metsover is. Can I please get him swiftly in the bin, swapped out for another centre back, please? Don't want him tarnishing the unicorn's good name, if possible. There we go. Who are we going for position-wise then? Yeah, God, fuck's sake, Dan. If it isn't you ruining perfectly good footballers in my head, not knowing they're dead, and you just bring it up as if it's nothing. Oh yeah, he's dead. You not know that, Smarts? He's dead. Yeah. It's that shit. Unbelievable. Madge, Hope, Panucci, Teneto, Willie Sanyal, for fuck's sake, you have to bring him back in against me, don't you dick? Addo, Joey G, Sorochinsky, J-Dobbs, Dario Hussein, and Hamilton Rickard. I mean, if you go cross-generationally, yes. There's obviously Peter Kozar, Boa Morte, Carlos Jacks, and Andrew Martin. It wasn't Dimble's Bad Boy Squad from the Swamp Days, that was Wooders. It was Wooders' Bad Boy Squad. But outside of Andy Johnson, a certain Icelandic player who has not technically been it'd be more about the backroom staff. That certain Icelandic player I probably imagine you know quite well, Tato, what with his contract just running out at your club. That AJ is still not turned up yet, has he? Not that Andy Johnson. No, not that Andy Johnson. The other one. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'm gonna make any changes. Yes, I am. Am I? No, fuck it. Right, we're keeping it, and I'm gonna be really annoyed when we're shit. Oh, hang on. Did I? I did, didn't I? Yeah. Up the unicorns. Right, let's finish this off strong. Yeah, backroom staff, I'd imagine, would be easier to find. Dario Grady, for instance. And there was a... No, go on, Anelka. There was a 90s manager who... See, I don't want to throw names out without knowing for definite who it was. I'm sure he managed Chelsea. Oh, hello, the unicorn. unicorns might have found a tactic that works. Leave that one there for you. Fuck off, Willie Samuel. Right. Let me just want to have a think about who that player was, who that manager was. United Kingdom, okay. Graham Rix is who it was. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly the person I was thinking of. Just play your stiff formation. Lovely. Excellent, Steve. Well, I tell you what, I'd be loath to make any changes. Go on, we'll go through till 60. Until you inevitably score a comeback goal. Go on. Fucking score another one. What? I pressed that fucking button. I apologise, Steve. That was not on purpose. Hopefully, as that reconnection showing that we're back. Let me know if you're back in business, Steve, and I will give you my apology again in case you missed it. OBS fucking up stopped my clicking from working and stopping the game, so it's not paused until the 73rd minute. I apologise, mate, but you are very, very lucky. You are back. Lovely. Very, very lucky there, Steve, that you have had the goalkeeper and goal that you have. He's having an absolute worldie. Jax and Martin for Max, and Samuel 3 up top. No problem. I definitely clicked and I made good. I'm glad you saw it. Right. For Max and Samuel, 3 up top. Okay, so what we're going with in terms of, so presumably that, and then what? That one, and that one. Jack CM0102, right? Okay, hang on. So we're going Samuel for Martin. Testing, well done, mate. And then Jack's AMC for Teneto. Like that. Narrow, mate, yeah. Do you want me to go to your narrow tactic? Perfect, okay, cool. I will. No, all good. Okay. Right, and I will just have a look at condition. I'm not do anything too drastic. Oh. That's it. Can we see it out here? A famous unicorns victory. Oh, who's coming off? Hope. It's coming off for presumably Luis Boamonte. Right, he's going to need some wiggling about. I would assume that we're getting either Sorochinsky or Addo dropping back to centre back, or at this late stage of the game, are we going right back? 2 AMCs. Just showing what it looks like. He's not taken the bait. Hope for Boamorte. Boamorte for Addo. Addo for Walker. Like so, mate. I'll wait for you to give me the go-ahead before I click anything through. Yeah, fuck it, one at the back. Lovely. Up the fucking hill. Love to see it. If you come back into it now because of this change, I'm going to be fuming. And also, very impressed. Managed to sneak one shot on target. Eventually, Chewy! Fucking love to see it. A 90th minute Chewy goal. What a performance. And that might have even... Nope, not even moved us from 10th. Lovely. Oh dear. Gone shy overnight, mental. Lovely. Yeah, very much tailed off in that title contender. And actually, realistically, looking downwards now, especially with Sparta having that game in hand, you probably fancy them to maybe sneak a win. The form they're back in now, 2 wins on the spin to go into third, and then you're looking downwards because of the games in hand. You're looking realistically, if I win my game in hand, I'm also on 22 points. If Ban River win their game in hand, they go well into the playoff mix. Even if they draw it, they're into that 22 points mix, and really can get right up behind us all. Oof. So from 3rd down to 11th, playoff hopes are well and truly alive. Castor Troy, yeah, probably looking to solidify second now. 2 games ahead of everybody else, except for Sandfields. Minimal interest, yeah, really upsets me, but he's going to be winning that, really. Rayad, top of the pile in terms of ratings. Still just about clinging to joint top of the pile in terms of assists. Romeo back in the goals tonight, has to just about cling on to top of the goal scoring charts after Mason Javan's 4-goal night, and Nelka bringing up the double figured quadruple, 10, 11, 12 and 13 for the top 4 there. And Kutuzov, in fairness to Dimble, sneaking in there, and I didn't see them average ratings there, in fairness. Nicky Butt well and truly up there, and Hakan Mild in those sort of defensive midfield 3, Michelini and Santos, 2 of that defensive midfield 3 as well in the top 6. Yeah, in fact, 4 of the top 6 have been playing regularly in a defensive midfield 3. So certainly something in there. Good to see. What have we got in terms of fixtures coming up on Thursday for Dudley Hill? I tell you what, in that case then, I don't know how it's going to work in terms of my laptoping power, but if you're around Dimble on Thursday as well, I know you've obviously got a busy night tomorrow, and you would like to join your partner in crime on comms, and we'll save your game to last. There we go. And 5 feet, you're invited as well, and we'll go full blown. Everybody involved. I've got 5 feet. Dimble against. Yeah, no problem at all, mate. We can pop in, pop out, do all that sort of okey cokey shenanigans. It does look like Rox has finally got a week off. Surely that must mean that Sandfields are the team that rest the week after, and they do indeed. They don't! No, they've got me. So Sandfields are going to be 3 games ahead of some people. Over the Christmas period, but they still not got a rest. Fucking hell. Sandfields are going to be so far ahead. Look at this. Sandfields. There we go, finally. 16th of January. In 7 games' time, so in week 19, which for you will be game week 24? 23. Game week 23 for you. You'll finally get a week off. Ridiculous. Night Steve, night everybody. That's been, as ever, an absolute shit show. Tato further ahead. Everybody else dropping points all over the shop. And the game of the night, of course, boring small force. As ever, we will reach for the stars. This one's for you, Paul Cattermole. Toodles.